All right, guys, good day at the range. I got my shadow. So right now I'm just gonna do some 5 rounds. Just try to get a grouping to see where my shots are at. I'm at about 7 yards from target. Once I'm done shooting a couple of these, I'll we'll move into the target and we'll look at it and see how the impacts go. All right, let's see the target. All right, so here I have 4. So I key hold this first one, but 2 here, 3, 4, and 5. All right, not terrible shots. A little higher. I was aiming at the 20, so I'm just a little high right now. Again, new gun, haven't really shot too much. So happy with that though, but we're just gonna continue this drill a couple times and see how it goes. All right, not bad. I'll show you guys these rounds again here in a second. So far, gun feels really good. Nothing crazy. Again, having that extra purchase point for this gun because it's a bigger grip like we talked about. I feel like I have a lot more room to purchase. I get a better grip on this and maybe even control it a little better. But we'll keep going. All right, guys, so here we're going to shoot and we'll get some magazine changes in. I only have the 2 mags, so one at a time and we'll reset. But I'd like to start working on having a smaller dimension to get that magazine. I'm used to having the mag well extender. So just something I train and get used to, and we'll see how it goes. So it feels good. I've only done it a couple times so far. Not too much of a difference. The angle, I'm used to the angle of the grip, again, from shooting box a bunch. Feels comfortable. I can tell there's a little bit of a smaller dimension, so just more focus on really keying in where that mag is going, getting that work in from hand, going to the same spot every time, grabbing mag, inserting correctly. But no issue so far, man. The gun shoot's great. This has been a lot of fun so far. Let's keep it going. All right, guys, here I'm gonna take 5 shots. Really gonna focus on my grip. Try to get as best of a grouping as I can here. Again, it'll be about 7 meters or so. But again, very controlled. I'm not racing the clock, I'm not racing anything. We're just gonna shoot and take our time here and see how tight of a group we can get. Let's go have a look. So I have 2 that I'm shooting at right now. So one I just shot at here. That's my 5 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 right under. Got my 5 here. Another one that I'm working on right now, just kind of shooting whatever, but really happy with that at about, I don't know, say 5 to 7 yards. Taking your time, shooting correctly, readjusting, and having a solid grip is really all that matters there. Let's keep going. This is fun. All right, now we're going to work on reloads again. This time I'm going to add the shot timer into it. The only thing I'm really focused on with the shot timer is just to give me that initial when to go. It kind of raises the game a little bit because you're kind of just sitting there anticipating. All right, but we're going to do that, just do some reload drills and see how that goes. I'm not really too concerned about the time. I just want someone else to tell me when to go instead of myself telling myself to do it. So we'll use the timer for that and we'll see how it goes. Terrible grip on that last one. You gotta make it work though. That last one was a 4.44. The other two, 3.94 and a 3.24 or 4.24. Excuse me. Under 5 seconds. Shot, reload, shoot again. New gun. You know, something to aim for. Probably below 3 seconds for a total for shot, reload, and shoot again. But rounds are on target, so you know I have no complaints right now. That last one was the best one so far. 2.95, 1.76 split. So not bad. You know, we can obviously keep working on it. Things with reloads though is you want to make sure that you're hitting where you're shooting. You know, speed's important, but accuracy kills. So next time, guys. All right, guys. So kind of an idiot. I forgot to press record. We're gonna start shooting this though. I have the ramjet on here now, so I have the compensator in the barrel. So same gun, still Shadow Systems XR920. We're gonna shoot now. You can definitely feel being able to recoil your target because there's just less recoil from this ramjet combination. So right now I'm gonna work on transitioning through 3 targets, and then we'll look at the targets afterwards and see how it goes. See how we did. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This was from earlier. This one I was already shooting a bunch, but most of them right in the circle, so I'm good. I have a couple that were thrown. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so not bad. So ramjet doesn't make it, you know, just point and shoot. You still have to have good fundamentals. Your grip has to stay the same. Transitioning is something that I'm not too good with right now, so still working on it. You know, I'm not going to hold myself to a standard that I can't reach right now. Again, I'm not really looking at the time, more just focusing on give myself something to train to, right? So we'll just keep doing some transitions. All right, boys. So just got back from the range, shot quite a bit, more than I actually expected to. I shot about 400 rounds or so through the XR920. Man, I hate saying this. I think this will be my new gun that I run on my belt, though. Reason I hate saying it again, Glock boy here. I think the biggest thing for me though is being able to have more of a purchase space on the pistol. So clear again. So we'll check, barrel, magazine well, and bull face are clear, right? But having something here where it's sitting in my holster and I have enough room to grab, come in and go take my shot. I'm not fighting with anything, and even if I have somewhat of a worse grip, depending on whatever the situation may be, if I'm running and tired and I just sloppily go to grab for it, right? I still have some room to play with here. Some and my fingers not coming off the side like I could happen with a Glock 19 because of the smaller grip. And then this thumb whip, man, thumb whip, man, I'm telling you, it's something different, but it feels so good. So I threw the ramjet on, as you guys will see in the video. I threw it on the XR920, and to be honest, I don't know if I would say it's enough to keep it on the XR920. I think realistically I'm going to keep it on my Glock 19, just because, again, and I'll clear it first here, so barrel, magazine well, and bolt face, that's cleared. But like I was saying in the last video, with this ramjet, for me, when I go to shoot, and if I'm using my red dot, with this ramjet, I'm able to get my dot back on target so quickly. And I didn't really see too much of an issue with this XR920 stock. I wasn't really trying to shoot for speed to see how many rounds I could rip off and go, more so just to see how the gun shoots, how it feels in my hands. And maybe as time goes on, if I try to get start shooting a little quicker with this thing, maybe I will throw the ramjet on just to be able to acquire my targets. And when I say acquire targets, I'm talking about going through transition drills, and even just the importance of reacquiring your target if you're putting multiple rounds at whatever your target is that you may see, right? But I didn't see too much of an issue, and I don't know if that's because I have more of a purchase here, and it feels a little more comfortable having a 17 lower on this. But I didn't have too much of an issue. At first, when I first started shooting this, I was shooting a little high from where I was aiming. And I think realistically, and I'm still in my A zone where I was wanting to shoot, maybe about an inch or two high of where I was aiming. And after I was looking at it, I was trying to figure out, why are my shots a little high? The target I was using, again, you'll see in the video, the number inside the target, the way I had the target set up, the number was probably almost to maybe like my belly button, a little lower, maybe to my belt, and then the second row above it on the target was almost probably eye level or a little higher to me, maybe top of my forehead. So again, not an excuse to say that because of the angle or where I was shooting, because I should be able to hit exactly where I'm aiming for, and that's the goal, right? I'm not a professional shooter, very novice when it comes to pistols. I'm not a pistol guy, really. I try to shoot at least twice a month, whether it's just 50 rounds or I'm going to throw 400 rounds through a gun and work on different things. But I'm not the guy to say, hey, if your shots are out of the A zone, then you're a terrible shot, because man, it happens, right? Especially for us newer guys with shooting pistols. I've had my Glock that I carry, man, probably I'd say almost 7 years now, 6 or 7 years. And for me, I'm telling you, shooting pistols is just, it can get real frustrating because it seems so simple. kind of point and shoot, and it's just not how that works. And you'll see in the video, I have shots where I missed out of the target, and is that acceptable? No. But is it something to beat yourself up about? No. It's just something that you take your time, you try to identify why that shot may have happened. Are you squeezing too hard with your firing hand, if you will? Are you not strong enough with your support hand? Grip matters. You got a lot of guys that shoot really well, and they always talk about, grip is the most important thing with shooting the pistol. But you're gonna have off days and stuff too, right? So I wasn't really as concerned once I was able to shoot and figure out, kind of get my shots exactly where I wanted them. For the most part, again, I'm not saying this like, I threw 5 shots into a dime size hole, but my groupings were good for where I'm at personally. And then it was just hard to have some fun, right? Throw some rounds through, see how it does. We talked about the trigger, right? I was telling you that Wes was saying that the trigger for Shadow Systems after like 250 to 300 rounds, you'll start to get some of that almost crunch, if you will, or a little extra after the wall. And so from right here, I'm back on the wall, and as I go to squeeze, it is a much smoother final pull, if you will, after I hit that wall. And not that I didn't believe Wes, I just never experienced that with a gun, or any trigger, whether rifle or pistol, to where you just had to shoot it a bunch and it'll kind of smooth itself out. But it does feel smoother after shooting, probably close to 400 rounds through. I was putting Blazer 115 ammo through, just some range ammo, nothing crazy. I didn't want to put any self-defense rounds through because I'm not going to carry this as an everyday gun. Like I said, this will probably sit on my belt, and whatever I'm doing training, or God forbid real world scenario pops off, this will be sitting on my gun or my belt. Man, it's fun though. It's fun. I don't think I had any complaints. I didn't have a single malfunction with the gun. I didn't clean it at all. I didn't throw lube on it or anything. Before I went and shot, during shooting, it's dirty. I'm not going to clean this right now though. I do want to get back out there and shoot and see how far I can push this. Not a torture test by any means. I'm not a guy to just get a gun and try to destroy it, if you will. Maybe one day, but not today. But I want to see how many rounds can I put through this before we get a malfunction, and see is it a cleaning thing or something else. With Wes, and he could talk about this with his MR920. I was actually shooting it, and while malfunction happened, that he actually emailed Shadow Systems and talked to them about it. So again, he can talk about that more with you guys, and go through that. But man, it just feels comfortable. And I'm not saying this like this is the greatest gun in the world, but no issues at the range. Nothing at all. It feels comfortable. The trigger feels a lot better. The magazine, doing some reload drills, it's just something I got to get used to, man. And realistically, I may end up putting a extended magazine well on here, just because, and yes, you train, and you get that muscle memory, and you train it. However, I'll tell you, when your adrenaline's pumping and something's going down, those seconds, or even those half seconds, milliseconds, whatever you want to call it, they matter. So to give yourself a little bit of an advantage where it's not taking up much, and this isn't something I have to conceal, so it can be a little bulkier. It's not going to be anything crazy, but just to give yourself enough that, when you go to take that magazine and throw it in there, I'm not, doing this. I can keep my eyes on what's in front of me, keep this in my, my peripherals, and I can get this in here and then just go towards whatever I'm doing. Can be the difference between life or death. So something I will probably add is just that magazine well. I don't know of a gun that comes with a extended magazine well for like a price point like this that you're gonna find. If you do, let me know. But yeah, overall, it was fun. Like I said, I really don't think I'll use the ramjet on this. I didn't have many issues at all. And that could have just, again, very well been because of the extra purchase space I have on this gun. But yeah, man, that was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, let us know. We'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. But yeah, man, thanks for checking in. We'll see you guys next time.